So today I am collecting seed pods from my Johnny Jump Ups. So what you do is you go around and you look after the petals fall off, and you look at how big the seed pod is. And you want to get them, you want to leave them on so they can get some nutrition and stuff until they're ready. So you just have to look around, and this is what they look like when they pop open. You can see the little tiny seeds in there. Whoops, there's a bunch of them in there typically. Whoops. Sorry for the camera mishap. I'm not very good one-handed. So let's just pull that one off. So you can see how little and tiny the seeds are. And there are always a ton of them in there. So you can see they propagate very well. I've got them in a bunch of pots here. So I just go through and I just look at them like this one here. I can see here, oops, too many flowers in the way. I guess that's a problem. I just pinch them off. Okay, and then what I do is I let them dry on a paper plate, but I cover them with something, because if you don't, when those little seed pods dry out and they explode, seeds will pop 3 or 4 feet away from where you have them stored. Okay, here's another seed pod we can see, and it is not quite green yet. I mean, not quite ready to pop, but we'll let it kind of dry out in the house. But you can see it's a pretty good sized little pod. So I'm just going to break it off a little bit, and then I'm ready to harvest it. With some of these, you can start to see the seeds in the seed pod like right away. You can see the membranes are getting so thin on the sac that it's about to pop. Okay, once they get dried out, you can see how many seeds will be down in there. And this one didn't pop open all the way before I harvested it, but it will, once it does pop open, there'll be tons of seeds. Okay, so here I've torn all the leaves and outer part off of the seed pods, because once they dehydrate, it's much easier to get the seeds and not have to pick through all those dried out pieces of vegetation. I have rocks on them right now because I'm videotaping outside and I don't want the wind to blow the plates away, but I do put them in the house where, and then I cover this part with like a large bowl or something, so it still has some room for air circulation under there. Put a little tiny something to keep it from touching the ground so the air can circulate. But for the most part, when they pop, you want them to be able to fall right back down in this area so they don't pop 3 or 4 feet away. Now these are some that have been drying for a few days, and you can see how the vegetation is all dried out. I did not pull the leaves off of these. So now you can see but how many seeds there are. There are a bunch of seeds here. And so what I do is, as I collect them, I actually put them in this little container. If I can open it and show you. Here we go. I put them in this little container, and I started collecting them not too long ago. You can see I've got a bunch in there, right there. So I'll just end up putting these, I'll take all this extraneous stuff out. You can see what they look like once they pop open. They pop open, they usually have like 3, like a big star, like a 3-legged alien or something. But you can see here where they have the, they pop open. So I'll just take all of those out. Sometimes the seeds will be stuck inside like those, and you just have to kind of scrape them out and get them out with your fingernail. So then once you do that, then you can harvest those seeds, put them in a nice dry place, and give them to your friends, give them to your relatives, sell them on eBay. I don't know, whatever you want to do. They're very, very easy to grow, and they come back year after year. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Thank you.